Let's start with the good news. Tesla, for the first time, I think ever, I'm not entirely sure what the price differences were for the different Tesla Roadster colors or the early colors in the Model S days, but Tesla now has two free color options between the Model 3 and Y. Of course, white is still free, but now Midnight Silver Metallic is included at no additional charge. Blue paint has remained at $1,000 extra, and black actually got slightly more expensive, so if you want a black Model 3 or Y, that's now $1,500. Red is still the same old $2,000. But yeah, just FYI, the Model S and X doesn't seem to have any changes here. So Midnight Silver Metallic is not free on those models, although white is. But basically, all the other color options on the Model S and X are still $1,500, except for red, which is $2,500. But this is probably to go off of what Elon was stating earlier about Tesla's being pretty much all white because everyone wants the free color option and they're willing to live with it. And I guess it's likable enough, but that basically results in there being like huge waves of just white Teslas everywhere. So Elon talked about it with the team and guessed that Midnight Silver Metallic should be free as well. I think it's a decent choice to make one of the included options. I'm just personally happy there's at least some variety now with the free colors. Gives people a tad more wiggle room than they had before, where it was just like, well, we need the cheapest one possible, so I guess we can just get white. Now, even if you want the cheapest one possible, you have some options to choose from, which I appreciate. However, Midnight Silver Metallic, as cool of a color as it is, I think I would still take a white Tesla at the end of the day. So sorry, I'm not original, but that brings us to the end of the good news, because unfortunately, Tesla raised their prices again, and holy crap, this doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. So basically, every Model 3 went up by $1,000. I wish this was just applying to a couple models, but yeah, rear-wheel drive Model 3 is now $45,000, long range is $51,000, and performance has been bumped up to, I believe, $59,000. So similar story with the Model Y, now starting at $58,000, which is crazy if you consider the long range Model Y started at $50,000 at the beginning of this year. Also keep in mind, there was a standard range option for about a month, and for a couple days there, it was 40 grand. There was a time where the cheapest Model Y was $40,000, and now the cheapest Model Y is $58,000. So that gives you an idea of what kind of insane demand Tesla is seeing right now. Even the performance Model Y, I believe, got a price hike. Thankfully, no price hikes were applied to the Model S and X just yet. Maybe they're trying to kind of stagger these launches apart from each other. But essentially, it seems like Tesla can keep getting away with these price hikes because people are willing to pay for it. And I'm guessing that Tesla is just going to keep increasing prices until they actually see people stop ordering these things. So it's discouraging, to say the least, especially if you're in my boat and you're trying to save up for these vehicles. And no, I'm not particularly interested in locking in my price because none of the options right now are super duper compelling to me, even at their current pricing. I still have to believe that there's some kind of change up with the Model Y lineup coming at some point next year because Giga Texas is going to come online and we don't really know which models it's going to start with, but I have a feeling it'll be doing performance and long range options, and then Fremont may be able to diversify their lineup a tiny bit, and because they're ordering so many lithium iron phosphate batteries from CATL, I would love it if the standard range Model Y came back with LFP. I think that would be perfect for us. But if you look at this as more of a bright side, I guess you could say that the Midnight Silver Metallic Teslas did not go up in price, because that used to be like a $1,000 add-on. Now it's included, but all the prices have gone up $1,000. So in a way, I guess every paint color got more expensive except for Midnight Silver. So my condolences to people out there that paid extra for Midnight Silver. Now seeing that's a free color, it's probably going to become very, very common and popular. But it makes sense for more muted colors to be free, I guess, just because you want to kind of go down the neutral route. In the past, the black color was free. It's interesting to now see that become a $1,500 paint color. But yeah, if you started making all blue Teslas free or something like that, it's not as really neutral of a color, and you would probably get a whole lot of them. So it is worth mentioning the Midnight Silver Teslas do typically have earlier estimated deliveries. So if your goal is to just get a Tesla as soon as possible, then opting for the silver might mean you don't have to wait as long. The white seems to be back ordered quite a bit. The Model Y has now been completely sold out for the remainder of 2021, and honestly, it seems like most Model Ys are going to be hard to deliver next year, considering the white option with the standard wheels, at least where I live, is pushed out until October. Obviously, if you're willing to opt for the 20-inch tires or the performance Model Y, you'll probably get it a tad sooner, but I'm guessing estimated deliveries are going to be changing quite a bit in the next couple days because we're going to see a bunch of people swap their order to Midnight Silver just so that they can get their Teslas sooner. But at the end of the day, I'm of course very curious to hear what you guys think of these price hikes. How much worse do you think it's going to get now that Teslas have gone up nearly $8,000 since the beginning of the year? It's a challenge, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really change any of my personal Tesla plans. So once again, thank you to everyone on Patreon that's been helping me out save for these very expensive cars. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.